and welcome to this Tournament Expert tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you how to import from Excel, but this is a slightly more advanced import in that the Excel list is not just a vertical list of names and indexes, but this is a horizontal list where I have the name of a player, the player's index, the player's member number, then player number 2 on the team, and index and member number player 3, index member number player 4, index member number. Then I have the name of the team and the whole assignment for that team. And then here's team 2, team 3, team 4, 5, 6, and 7 teams that we have. So we'd like to import this information into our player list. Obviously the player list that we would need to be changed because our player list is a vertical list. But we have a tool for importing this, and that tool is under File, Import, and then we have our Excel import options. So I'll click on that, and then this is our import commands. So I'm going to use the horizontal Excel import command for this. We'll talk about the others in other tutorials, but for this one, horizontal Excel import, let me click on that, and that gives me a dialog that looks like this. Okay, so I'm finished with that, so I'm going to close it down just because we have limited space here. And so what I want to do is I want to tell, and this gives you examples, step 1, step 2, 3, and 4 of what to do. So the first thing it says is open the spreadsheet. So here's the spreadsheet that's open. Step 2, in the spreadsheet, select and copy the rows and columns to be imported. So what I do want to import are these rows and columns right here. So I'm going to select those, I'm going to click on Control C to copy them, or I could have clicked the icon to copy. So now I see the little ants going around, so that means that it's been copied and placed on the clipboard, the Windows clipboard. And now I want to tell my horizontal import exactly, so let me just place this up here and we'll put the spreadsheet down here so we can see it. So I want to tell it what is in each column and where I want that to go. So column A is a player name, and so I want to tell this that indeed that this is the player name. So I clicked on last first, drug it down to column A, saying I want column A to go into my last and first and to parse out these names. And if it had been a last name and then a first name, I would have brought down those individuals, but in this case both names are in the same column. And notice that now in column B is that player's index. So I'm going to grab index, put it here, because that's where I want that to go. Then in column C is the person's member number. So I want to say that column C is going to go to the member number column for that particular player. So, and I can, and then I would do the same thing for the second player, the third player, and the fourth player. And notice that the names can be of different formats. It could be last comma first, or it could be first space last. And I would use either one of these. It doesn't have to be exact. For us, this is kind of a secret in the background, that if you use last first or you put down first last, we're going to look for either format in that column, and we're going to parse it, so that you don't have to worry about that. You can also save setups, and I've saved the entire setup so you don't have to watch me click and drag everything down. And so I'm going to click File and then click Open, and what I want is the president's import, so I'm going to click OK. So I've got last first, index, member number, and let's actually take a look at that. So let's bring this up. And then last first, index, member number for column F, G, H, and I, last first, index, member number, J, K, and L here. And then at the end, finally, I want the contents of the M column to go into our team column, and the contents of the N column to go into our whole assignment column. So let's see how this works. Let me drag this down a little bit so you can kind of watch it work, and then I'll drag this down so you can, and then I'm ready to click Import. And we'll just watch it parse itself into our Tournament Expert player list. Ready for the import? Drum roll. Here we go. So what it did is it pulled, and I'll just close this because we're finished with this right now. And let me just pull this up. So George Washington's name was parsed out, his index, his member number, and then the team number was placed in the team column, and the whole assignment was placed into the whole T column. And you can see that it parsed out every single team. So I will move this off the screen so now we can look at what's actually in the player list. Team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, their whole assignment as, and just pull this back so you can see, 1A, 18A, 17A, 16A, etc. And so that was placed here in our player list. And then the names were parsed out, their indexes were put in, and their member numbers were placed. So that's a way to do a horizontal import, and you can, create, you'll get different kinds of spreadsheets, and if it's us, you just put in where you want us to place each of the information that's in the spreadsheet. You just tell us what we need to do, and then the import will take care of it for you. All right, so thank you for watching, and we'll see you in another tutorial.